conscious that our time is short on us today, and we have another fantastic group with us from Greece, from Geitonas High School. So I want to just give another little thank you to the students from Basa Friulana. It was really interesting to hear. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. Well done. And I'll go ahead and hand it on over to the students from Geitonas. Are you guys ready? Are you here to
yes, hello.
Yes, hi.
I'm starting right now. I hope you can see it. Okay. Good morning. My name is Christina, and together with my team today, we're going to present to you our study on land surface measurements, and we will be sharing our procedure results and conclusions. These are the contents. You can take a look if you like. Our school, Geitonas High School, participates in PULCHRA. As part of this program, our school has chosen to work on the topic buildings of the future city.
During the research of the topic, we have contacted scientists from Greece and USA, and we were informed about green buildings, familiarized ourselves with current sustainability and energy efficiency solutions, and learned about urban heat island effect, the factors that intensify it, and also its practical applications in order to forestall the phenomenon. During the program, we engaged in a number of activities. One of them was to measure different surface temperatures in our schoolyard in our attempt to find out about the relation that surface temperature has with the material that the surface is made of. The purpose is to discover how the aerosol surface affects its surface temperature. And the data we collected were cloud identification, air temperature, and surface temperature. We needed a handheld infrared thermometer, IRT, a cloud chart, and an air thermometer.
Sorry, Christina, I think you're muted there. No worries.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. We had some steps to the field, and first we observed sky clouds following cloud protocols. Then we observed natural grass, artificial grass, bird ground, turf, and asphalt. Then we chose 9 observation points in an open and homogeneous site, which were at least 5 meters away one from another. Then we recorded the current time. We held the infrared thermometer IRT with our arm extended straight out and point the instrument straight down at the ground. Then we read and recorded the surface temperature from the digital display screen located on the top of the IRT. And our measurements of the surface temperature of different surfaces and more detailed information such as date, time, and air temperature are shown in the following table. I'll be showing you the table, and here's an example of a video how all the measurements were taken. And here in the table you can see natural grass, bird ground, artificial grass, asphalt, and turf, and at the end it's the average of all the measurements.
The conclusions that aroused are the following. Natural grass has the lowest surface temperature, and that is the reason of improving the microclimate of an area. Natural grass protects the ground cover, prevents the storm water, and eliminates the ground ceiling. Bare ground has distinctly higher surface temperature from natural grass, but lowest from artificial grass, asphalt, and turf. The turf has the highest surface temperature of all the others we have measured. Similar results have found in other projects after our search in bibliography. More specifically, in areas full of plants and shaded by the foliage of trees, lower surface temperatures are measured, while in materials such as turf or no shaded areas, higher surface temperatures are measured. High surface temperatures are also common to areas that consist of bare ground, cement, and are exposed to the sunlight. The surface temperature of different bodies depend on their color, the material that are made of, the analogy of their mass relative to their surface. Bodies with dark color and non-porous parts in their structure that contribute to the sealing are expected to have high surface temperature and burden on the microclimate of a region. Those materials, such as the above, have to be avoided in a built-up urban environment because it is expected to increase urban heat with direct negative impacts on health and welfare of urban citizens.
After the first workshop of PULCHRA, we contacted Dr. Adaktilu, professor in West Virginia University, and were informed about globe and urban heat island effect campaign field. The reason was raising awareness of urban heat island effect. Therefore, we uploaded the data we collected on the GLOBE website. The data was sent by NASA. We were lucky enough to work with Professor Konstantinos Kartalis, Anastasios Polidoros, Thalia Mavrakou, Department of the Environmental Physics Meteorology, and National and Kapodistrian University of Athens, Greece. Participating in PULCHRA has given us the opportunity to present and discuss focusing on climate change due to change of land use around the globe, and more specifically our region and municipality, to meet environmental scientists and talk to local authorities to understand how the effect of climate change can be monitored in our region, taking a scientific approach of observation and measurements. Now a team from this year's program will tell you what we will be doing this year.
For this year, we chose to take over the concept of recycling and circular economy. This project will consist of 3 parts: research, action, and spreading awareness. More specifically, for the part of research, we decided to collect information from our school's department regarding actions taken to ensure sustainable use of resources. Such actions are composting leftover food from our school's canteen and restaurants, recycling all recyclable materials from classrooms, such as paper, plastic, etc., active environmental learning for all students, especially younger ones, to understand the importance of environmental care. Projects, mostly for high school students, that will engage them in multiple environmental actions. Eco-friendly infrastructure that our school has built over the years to ensure sustainability.
This year, we're also planning some actions concerning 2 crucial environmental problems. The first one is the depletion of non-renewable resources. And for this reason, we are planning to produce plastic made from vegetables based on the idea of bioeconomy. With this innovative idea, we can achieve long-term sustainable development as we promote the use of renewable and biological resources. The second problem we're focusing on is increased food waste and textile waste. Something that contributes to climate change, as this kind of waste emits massive amounts of greenhouse gases. And this is why we are planning to create a mobile application that focuses on waste management. Not only will this help reduce our carbon footprint, but we can also inform citizens, former classmates, and raise awareness of the situation.
Apart from the high school students that take part in this initiative, many middle school ones showed great interest in the PULCHRA program. Through this challenge, they gained precious knowledge on circular economy and its importance for environmental conservation, while they worked in groups and cultivated their team spirit. Step 2 is to create and distribute informative leaflets and posters, which will inform the rest of the school community on the matter, and especially younger students in elementary school, so as to construct an ecological mindset from an early age. The third step is to achieve and transmit this precious knowledge, and finally inform everyone comprehensively on the matter of circular economy.
Thank you. If you have any questions, we can answer.
Thank you so much. That was really fascinating to hear. it's really exciting to hear the conversation of circular economy and thinking about how to use those resources in different ways. And again, another great example of how you're using technology like an app to really get the word out there and more people involved. So that's really brilliant. Do we have any questions from the audience? You can just unmute yourself and go ahead and speak. Ask anything that you're thinking to this great school of Geitonas. I hope I say that right. No, Greece, not quite.
Yes.
Maybe I'll go ahead and ask. So I'd just love to know how are you going to plan to develop the app? Are you getting assistance from any local stakeholders, or what's your plan of action?
We have already contacted some professors and people of authority to help us understand better the program and how we can help with our information. I don't think we will be contacting anymore. We will continue to take the measurements that we have to finish the program, because we still have to take some measurements, and we did I think last month we took some to put back in to put information to Globe. I don't think that we will be doing any more contacting though.
I mean, you've already reached out to so many people, and I think it's one of the great examples of your PULCHRA project is also how much you've had this stakeholder interaction and how much you've also reached out to universities and other people who are active in that space in your community.
Thanks to our teachers, we had that opportunity.
Thank you guys so much. It's really wonderful to hear. Linda, do you have a question?
I just think it might be great for the other schools if you could share some tips or insights into how you contacted those stakeholders and how you got what was the best way you found to get in touch with them.
That's a great question.
To be honest, we weren't aware how we got in contact with them because of our teachers. They contacted all of the professors and everyone. So Miss Tammy is in the chat, I can see, and Mr. Tartarakos and Miss Praskevapur were our teachers. You can ask them if you'd like.
Maybe we'll hear from them later, because we do have to move on to our final two speakers. We're conscious that time is running low on us, but really fascinating. Thank you guys so much. And there is so much learning really to get from each other, which is why it's so great to have you guys here, because I certainly feel inspired listening to your stories. So I'm going to go ahead and